Greetings, Wastelanders! Cregen here with a quick Fallout 76 video this week. I was going to title it 10 Things I Wish I Knew When I Started Playing This Game, but technically several of these weren't really a thing until after I started, so that's not quite right. Instead, here are 10 things every player should know before starting Fallout 76. But first, just a reminder that if you find this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button so others can find it as well, and to stay up to date on future videos and live streams, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon. First up, Pacifist Mode. Pacifist Mode is automatically disabled when you first launch or reinstall the game. In order to avoid accidental PvP encounters, make sure you go into Settings, Game, and enable Pacifist Mode as soon as you can. New players below level 5 are safe regardless, but if you accidentally fire a shot at someone after that with Pacifist off, well, you're fair game. Note that workshops are exempt from this as they are intended to be PvP encounters. Second, sharing perk cards. Perk cards can be shared with your team. You need 3 points in Charisma for every perk card rank, 1-star cards need 3 Charisma, 2 stars need 6 Charisma, and so on. There are some single-star perks that require 2 free points in a stat, Life Giver and Lone Wanderer for example, and so those will need 6 Charisma or more to share. Duplicate perks will not stack, so if you and a teammate share the same card, one of you should switch to something else from the selection screen. And for the love of Todd, please don't share Born Survivor with your team, especially if there's a bloody player in your group. 3. Tagging materials. You can tag materials to search for from your inventory. Open your Pip-Boy, tab over to Junk, and switch to Component View. From there, you can select and unselect what materials you want to tag for search, which will then display a magnifying glass next to the name of any object that breaks down into at least one of those components. 4. Workshop crafting. Building items in a workshop doesn't pull materials from your stash at first. When in build mode, any items in the upper right that are listed green come from a pool included with the workshop. This is not unlimited, and once used up does not regenerate, and will turn white indicating that you are now supplying the materials from your own stash. Taking a workshop from another player also does not appear to reset this pool. 5. Scrapping weapons. You can obtain large amounts of steel by farming Scorched and Super Mutants for their rifles and breaking them down. At level 13, you can equip the Scrapper perk card, which will significantly increase the amount of materials yielded. Note this applies to weapons only. Armor will still break down to the same amounts. 6. Lucky rolls. This one almost counts as a I wish I knew this when I started, if this actually were a thing when I started. When crafting legendary weapons or buying random items from the purveyor, does anyone do that anymore? Dumping as many points into luck as possible will increase the likelihood of having better rolls. Take it from me, it's a lesson I learned as recently as 2 weeks ago with my 50 cal god roll video. Higher levels of luck equal higher chances of rolling vampires, anti-armor, and other desirable traits. 7. Backpack mods. The high-capacity backpack mod from earning possum badges is not worth it. Sure, you can carry a bunch of junk in it, but at the cost of 50 damage resistance. Instead, get the easier-to-obtain chemist or grocer's backpack mod, which will reduce the weight of all chems or food by 90%. 8. Rechargeable cores. The legendary card Electric Absorption for power armor is, well, overpowered. Taking any energy damage in a suit with the card equipped has a chance to charge your power core. Not mentioned in the card description is the fact that you get a short burst of healing as well when it procs. If you have a collection of empty cores, simply drop your suit, remove the full core, re-enter, and it'll automatically equip the core with the lowest charge. My favorite location to charge cores is the roof of the Tigard water treatment plant, where you can retreat to the center to avoid fire while swapping, and run back out to the edge to charge up again. Which leads to 9. Unlimited ammo, if it uses power cores. Running with a Gatling laser or ultrasight Gatling in power armor with electric absorption equipped means unlimited ammo. Since these weapons use the same cores as a power armor suit, rather than waiting for your core to deplete before reloading, just reload when you get low and fill the core back up later with your suit. This does not apply to prime ammo, standard cores only. And last, unlimited legendary modules. Sort of. You can reset the purveyor's supply of legendary modules by server hopping. As long as you have script to spend, she'll have modules to sell you. Just leave the world you're in and jump to a new one. If she stops resetting, it likely means there aren't a lot of players on at the moment and you'll need to wait for more worlds to load. And for a bonus, crafting pails and presents. You'll want to remember this for March 24th when the Mole Miners return. During Mole Miner and Holiday Scorched events, you can craft the pails and presents to open yourself or sell. Simply load up on caps, crank your charisma as high as you can because it gets very expensive, and visit the closest vendor bot to buy empty pails or presents. Just like the Purveyor's supply of modules, these reset when server hopping, so buy as many as you like and craft them at the Tinker's Bench. And no, I have no idea if they're impacted by Super Duper. That's something I'll have to test next month during the event. Well, folks, that wraps up this week's video. I hope that if you're a new or returning player, that you found something helpful. If you did, go ahead and let me know in the comments below which tips were new for you. I plan on doing a follow-up as well, which I'll call 10 more things every player should know. So if you have a tip you'd like to share with others, leave a comment below, and if I use it, I'll include it with your name. Next week, I'll be on Twitch quite a lot as I'm taking the week off for my birthday, which I will be referring to here on out as my Level Up Day. On Sunday the 20th, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be streaming Fallout 76 and possibly Borderlands 3. On Tuesday the 22nd, which has a nice date format of 2/22/22, unless you put a 0 in the tens column of the month, in which case you are a monster, I'll be streaming all sequels, Portal 2, Borderlands 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, and so on. Actually, I have no idea which of those I will be streaming. That'll kick off at 4 p.m. On Thursday the 24th, to celebrate my Level Up Day, I'll be streaming a double header. Starting at 1 p.m., I'll be streaming my return to a game I swore I would never pick up again. No spoilers, you'll have to tune in and see. And at 7, I'll be streaming my usual bi-weekly The Outer Worlds session. You can find my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Cregen Gaming. Thanks for watching, I'm Cregen, and I hope to see you in my live streams next week.